Oh, there's the cat. Hi, everybody. How are you? It's David Oman coming to you from the Oman house. What do you know? It's Sunday night. No. Oh, shit. It's Sunday night. No. Oh, shit. There. Now we don't get feedback. God, I'm so sorry, guys. How the hell are you all? Well, it's is Sunday the 27th, so it's 4 days away. Thursday, of course, is Halloween. Hello, Audra. How are you? And I had to break out my Halloween shirt. I mean, come on. The ghost thing is one thing I can get away with wearing, all the time, and say I live in a haunted house. This is classic Halloween colors, orange and black trim. Well, I'm sorry, God. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize you. Look, if you keep putting your tail on top of my armrest, I'm going to keep on doing that to you. I'm going to crack it. This, of course, is my sidekick, Samantha. She's my... Oh, stop it. You okay? You okay, kiddo? I have her sitting on my my sweatshirt since I don't want her tearing up the leather of the seat. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Jill. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Ed. God, I love the shirt. Yeah, like I said, I was looking at my wardrobe and was thinking, I'm an idiot. I got 4 days left to Halloween, and the shirts that are specifically Halloween shirts, where I just can't wear them year round. I mean, like this with this cockamamie spider on it. Yeah, it's a little problematic. So in any event, I wanted to call. Jesus, I wanted to say hello and stop by and see what the hell is going on with you guys. And look, it's 4 days left to the Halloween, All Hallows Eve. And I wanted to make sure that I gave my friends, fans, whatever you want to call yourselves, the mix of you all, some good stuff for Halloween to enjoy and chew the fat on. What is this one? Shout out to everyone in the chat, including David Oman. Oh, shit. And you guys hear that little bell? That's the ghost bell. My cell phone's downstairs in my office being charged right now, so there is no EMF discharging unit. Let's see what he says. Shout out to everyone in the chat, including. Well, thank you very much. Keep up the good work on this channel. Appreciate it. Shout from South Bronx. South Bronx! Hey! BKL, brother. By the way, no offense, but it's not looking good for you guys. I mean, you almost had a break there, literally, with Otani and his left, this semi-dislocated shoulder from. Oh, God, I'm so sorry, Sarah. God, feel better. I know that's very tough. Hello, Kalina. Early morning here. Girlfriend just went home, and I saw you on. Oh, God, Ryan, fond memories of the day, of those good old days of the girlfriend going home. Hello, Ren. How are you? Excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough here. No, it's not COVID. Yeah, Sarah, that's rough. God, I hope they caught it in time and it wasn't too drastic and painful. Yeah, I'm sure you're good there, Ryan. Yeah, without a doubt, you have to be. If you weren't, I'd say you're not doing something right. In any event, I've got a book here. Besides my book, I've got a book here called More Scary Stories. It's about 30 years old. It's an old favorite of mine. I mean, I remember reading this years ago. And here, let me get this. I mean, this is old, kids. This is More Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark for ages of 9 and up. Well, since I checked the box and I said no children, this is not for children. I guess that would be you guys. But I mean, I'm telling you, this was such. Oh my God! I said it's 30 years old. Try exactly 40 years old. God knows when the hell I got this book. I've got it somewhere. I don't know. But I figured, it's Halloween. I didn't want to read from this the smutty book, the kids smutty kid, not the smutty book, but the kids book, with the double entendres. I think my son, yeah, and I think there were several copies, editions of this. There was more scary stories, 2, 3, 4, I'm sure. Again, this is a 40-year-old book, and it's a collection of short stories and little poems and whatnot that are all thematically dealing with paranormal and ghosts. Sorry, guys, I'm reading what Jill wrote down. God, well, I'm sorry to hear that again, Jill. I hope she's feeling better. I mean, I'm sorry to hear that. God. Hello, Dayton. Yeah, I hope he's feeling better too. I hope they figured out what the problem was with that. All right. Hey, PJ, what's going on? Look, it's Halloween. Oh, look, do me a favor. I got a little email from the people at OC Ghosts and Legends today telling me that the upcoming events on the Friday night coming up, the day after Halloween on the 1st of November, and the Saturday night event on the 2nd are having very, very slow ticket sales. And they're saying, we can't, whatever. I don't open the house up to do events here, and I have only done a few through the year where we used to do maybe like 8 or 10. I've done like 3 this year. So my point is could you share this with your friends, whoever wants to go, would love to experience Halloween? Well, the night after Halloween, which is Dias de los Muertos. Hey, local historic oddities. Like I said, I've given you guys the link to where you can get tickets for Friday or Saturday night through OC Ghosts and Legends. It should be there and there. OCGhostsandLegends.com /Omen-house. OCGhostsandLegends.com /Omen. Omen-house. Look, see if you can help them, because it's really going to suck if Halloween comes and goes and there's no events after, because I wasn't planning on doing any. And this is October, and people said, come on, you should. So look, tell your friends, who you know. What time is it in California? It's 11. So you're in the East Coast, Danny, I can tell, in the Eastern Standard Time Zone. Yes, thank you very much, Jill. I'm very fond of this. Oh, yeah. So, God, hold on one second. I want to get the bell and see if it goes off while we bring it here to have the spirits communicate with us. All right. So this is the bell. Now we're going to turn it. Well, I'm going to just like this. It's an EMF detector, and when something interferes with the EMF signal, when it discharges, and this reacts to that. Watch. So we'll put this right here, and you can see we have our cat toys. Shut up. That's the REM pod. So I have one cat toy and another cat toy right here in the corner. I'm going to put this up here. I'll put it up there. That way you guys can see it even better. And I'll dim the light so it's a little bit more contrast. Oh, of course, Audra. Yeah, I like that bell. And of course, since it is the Halloween, it is that time of year. What more Halloween could you get than a black cat, which you can't even see because I decided, here, let me do this. Sammy, you're going to hate me. I'm going to put you onto this. Oh, stop bitching. Come on, just stay there. There you go. That's it, Sam. There, now you got there's some contrast. Now that's Reggie in the back. And of course, what could be more Halloween than a black cat and an orange pumpkin? So, all right. Ryan says, happy Halloween, David. I'll catch you. Ryan, take care and enjoy the rest of your morning. Yeah, I've had it, somebody got as a gift for me, but I love it. But what I'd really love to get, I'm sorry to hear that, Audra. I'd love to get the music box. That steampunk infrared music box is incredible. Take care, Ryan, and happy Halloween. I probably won't be on. Well, I was thinking I might do something on Halloween night here from the house live. Obviously, it'd be a thought to do something good. Reggie, could you lie down? Could you lie down? Yeah, you. My dog, lie down. Anywhere, lie down, but don't walk in pace because people are going to hear the footsteps and say, "That's the dog." I don't want to explain anything. Reggie, sit. No, not at my feet. Ray, I'm not talking to an invisible dog. I'm talking. Oh, God, thank God that, not the cat. I'm talking to this dog right here. Here, you want to see the dog? Reg. No, you son of a great Reg. Go hide behind the chair. Do you see him there? See him there? Reggie. Talk about a nutty dog. He's a nutty one. All right, Ray, you're hiding in the back. Makes people think you're strange. All right. So as I was saying, wait a second. Is that it? That's got to be this. All right. Yeah, he's camera shy. Apparently, he is shy. I've never seen him be like, Reggie. Can you see him? Can you see him? You can't. You can't even see. Yeah, can you guys see him now? No, you can't. Shit. All right, I'm getting way off the track, but I just want to show you where the hell the dog is. Can you see him now? There he is. All right, so anyway, I'll just wrap this up quickly about the OC Ghost Legends. Get yourself a ticket and come ghost hunting on All Hallows Eve +1. Well, he's just being, himself, that's all. And check it out and see if you got anybody that wants to go. Spread the word to your friends here in LA, Orange County, that are interested, that are not busy on Friday or Saturday night, the night after Halloween, to go ghost hunting here. Now, should I pick a story from the book and read it to you since it's that time of year? Let's see. I know there was one great story that was really short, but so Twilight Zone-esque, let us say. God, I haven't read this in so many years. Well, obviously not. Ooh. The Cat's Paw. Sam. Hey, Sam. Sam. No help from the pussy. All right, let's see this. Somebody was stealing the meat Jed Smith kept in his smokehouse. Every day a ham and some bacon or something else would be missing. Finally, Jed decided he had to put a stop to it. One night, he hid in the smokehouse with his knife and waited for the thief. He didn't have to wait long, for soon a black cat, she snuck in. She was the biggest cat Jed had ever seen. When he jumped up and pulled down the ham from the ceiling, Jed grabbed his rifle and turned it on the lights. But instead of running away, the cat jumped at him. He fired a shot in one of her paws. Jed was sure that he heard a woman scream right after his gunshot went off. Right after his gun went off. The cat began tearing around the room, spitting and yowling. Then she ran up the chimney and was gone. Jed stared at the cat's paw, only it wasn't a cat's paw anymore. A woman's foot lay wriggling on the floor, all shot up and bloody. So it was a witch that's been doing it, he told himself. Just then, one of Jack's neighbors, a fellow named Burdick, came racing down the road to get a doctor. His wife His wife's foot had been shot off in an accident, he told Jed. She's bleeding pretty bad, he said. The doctor got her barely in time. People who were there when it happened said she was spitting and yelling just like a cat. Wow! Talk about cat people. Quite interesting now, wasn't that? Fun little story, I think. Skinwalker. I'll give you Skinwalker. Don't test me, child. You might not like what you find on the other side. Bedtime story with Uncle David. Well, I thought so. Okay. Hello. I'm a fan of those PP. Yeah. Like I said, this is pretty interesting. Oh, there was one I remember so well. It was about a kid and his friend in baseball. And I thought, oh, that's the one we got to see. We have to. It's got to be. The camera showing the bed in the window, the dead man's hand, ghost in the mirror, the curse, the church, the bad news. I think it was called The Bad News, page 69. I'll know in 2 seconds just from taking the first look at it. Yes, this was it. The title of this is The Bad News. Damnation, I need a little light. My eyes are getting old here. Okay. Is that because of me? I hardly think that could be because of me, because that one could have gone off if that one went off. In any event, the title of this short story is The Bad News. Leon and Todd loved baseball. When they were young, they played on the town's baseball team. Leon had been the pitcher and Todd had played second base. Now they were a lot older. They spent their time watching baseball games on TV and talking about baseball. Do you think they played baseball in heaven? Leon asked Todd one day. That's a good question, said Todd. The one who gets there first should let the other know somehow. As it turned out, Todd got to go to heaven first. And Leon waited patiently to hear from him. Sorry, distracted. One day, Leon found Todd sitting on the living room waiting for him. Leon was very excited to see him. What is it like up there? He asked. And what about baseball? Sorry, I keep on seeing something out of the corner of my eye. When it comes to baseball, Todd said, I have some good news and I have some bad news. The good news is that we do have baseball in heaven. We've got some really fine teams. I play second base on my home team, just like you used to in the old days. That's the good news. What's the bad news? Asked Leon. The bad news, said Todd, is that you're scheduled to pitch tomorrow. Wah, wah. In any event, thank you, Ren. I appreciate that. I may have to make sure Samantha is really a cat. Oh, yeah. You're going to be stealing my hams there, kitty cat. You're going to be stealing my hams, are you? You're going to steal Dad's hams, are you? And then if I shoot your foot off, you're going to go crying out like, I'm going to turn into be a goddamn bitch. I mean, a woman. Sorry, that's not going to happen. You're a good kitty. You're not that good. Yeah, right. You're some funny character there. What did you say there? No, you have to make sure. All right, let's see. Ooh, this one. Ooh, wow. This one is a doozy. It's called Cemetery Soup. On her way home from the market, the woman took a shortcut through the cemetery. There, sticking up out of the ground, she saw a big bone. She picked it up and looked it over carefully. "This will make a fine soup bone," she said. "I think I'll take it home. It's perfect weather for hot soup." When she got home, the first thing she did was start the soup. Into the big soup pot went the water, carrots, green beans, corn, barley, onions, potatoes, and a snitch of beef, some salt and pepper, and the bone. She brought it all to a boil and then brought it down to a simmer. "Yum, yum," she said, sniffing it and tasting. "I can hardly wait till supper." Suddenly, she heard a small voice. "Please give me back my bone." The woman paid no attention, and soon she heard the voice again. "May I have my bone, please?" The woman was reading the newspaper, and again she didn't take any notice. In a little while, the voice spoke up once more. In the beginning, it was beginning to sound angry. "Give me back my bone!" The woman kept reading the paper. "Oh, me. I ain't touching that. I'm not touching the chair's not even touching the other, and I'm not moving. So we got something going on here. You guys like this, my reading, huh? All right, I'll continue. The woman kept reading the paper. Some people are too important. Some people are too impatient," she muttered. "Some people are just too impatient," she muttered. Once more the voice spoke out. Now it sounded very angry, and it was loud, and the whole house started to shake. "I want my bone back!" The woman reached into the pot, grabbed the bone, and threw it. Excuse me. If you guys disturb me one more time when I'm in the middle of a goddamn sentence, I swear to God, I am going to stop. And I'm not going to finish the frickin' story. So hold off on that until I finish. The woman reached into the pot and grabbed the bone and threw it out the window in a voice just as loud and shouted, "Take it!" There was an eerie silence. Then the woman heard footsteps scurrying away from the house down the road towards the cemetery, and she got up and served herself some soup. I'm sorry, guys. I couldn't read the whole thing through because Ixnay Swatsay was interrupting me. I'm not freaking even moving. I literally, my feet haven't moved. I'm sitting here in the chair. I haven't even moved my body. So it's kind of hard for me to be making that thing go. I'm literally, you see the space? There's literally a space between me and the bottom of the chair even, and that stool. I heard Zach Baggins bought one of the houses of the Mansons. I thought it might have been the house. Yeah, it was He bought the La Bianca house, and he's trying to resell it last I heard. I don't know if they ever sold it. Love your haunted house, David. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Adorable, deplorable. Ghost Crimes. I need to investigate. Ghost Crimes this coming Friday night on the 1st of November and on the 2nd of November on Saturday night. OC Ghosts and Legends has got 2 nights of investigations here. So if you go to the link in the description, ocghostsandlegends.com/Oman-house, you can get yourself some tickets this weekend because that's the easiest way to come see it. Excuse me. Sorry about that. I almost feel like I'm doing an Abbott and Costello bit, which I just saw today, as a matter of fact. I had to watch Who's on First, What's on Second, which is just a famous routine. I'm from Canada, but if I ever visit, of course. You're going Ghost Rhymes? I mean, now I'm moving. Here's interesting. Watch. I just dropped the freaking. Now you went off. But that's to show you the amount of energy it was requiring to get that to light up. Now I haven't even moved an inch while I've been sitting here reading the book and stuff, and that was going off. And there goes Reggie going around. Reggie, what's the matter with you? You can see him. He's literally right here, and he's like skulking. There's something not quite right with him. I don't know. Reggie, what's the freaking matter? Yeah, what do you know? It's the trials and tribulations living in a haunted house. I actually had to be honest with you. When I was watching one of your videos, my spirit boxes went off for some freaking reason. The spirits don't say anything like that. Jay's hanging out. He might just be. Look, you guys only know what you know from the shows. There's only, the tape victims. The place is a gosh darn, what do we call it again? A ghost flop house. Meaning, forget what you know about the Sharon Tate victims and think that it's only them that are visiting the house. There's probably 1,000+ other ghosts that come in and out of here all the time. So the idea is that the house has got a constant turnover of spirits that visit the house. Hey, PDX. So there's more things that are happening here that have nothing to do with the Tate victims that are interacting here at the house. I don't know. It's just like my attention was drawn to take a look to see if the figurines are standing up, and they're all standing up. So if we hear any loud bang from there, it'll be them. Yeah, Reggie does. He's super, super sensitive, Jill. He is so crazy with the paranormal activity here. It's nuts. Reggie, what is with you? You're skulking. Come on, don't skulk. God. So, and subscribe to the channel, obviously, here at the house. Obviously, here at the house. Where else would you be watching? By the way, did you enjoy my readings from some of these stories? I really love this book. I love the fact that they're short, to the point, and they're really, really. All right. Note, he just sat down literally right behind this, and you hear that thump. Did you notice that nothing went off? So when I'm sitting here reading this, and you're seeing that go off, it is certainly something more than just coincidence. It is not me jumping around and moving it. And spirits, if you're here with us right now, could you make the one of those balls light up, please? All right, in any event. I like the shorter ones. The short ones that are short and sweet are the best. Oh my God. This is pretty whacked. It's short and it's pretty crazy because it's actually a song. And since I don't read music, I can't read the song, but I gotta sing it to you. I'll read you the song because it's just, it's the word unsettling. It's quite. Barum. O'Leary is dead, and O'Reilly don't know it. O'Reilly is dead, and O'Leary don't know it. They both are dead in the very same bed, and neither one knows that the other one's dead. Barum, barum. Sung to the tune of the Irish Washerwoman. I hate to say it, that's got to be something from the 19th century. It sounds like. Wow, that's correct. The brown suit. A woman came into a funeral parlor to see her husband's corpse. You did a good job. You did a good job, she said to the undertaker. He looks just the way he looked, except for one thing. My husband always wore a brown suit, but you have him dressed in a blue suit. That's no problem, said the undertaker. We can easily change it. When she returned later, her husband was wearing a brown suit. Now he looks just the way he always did, she said. I know you went to a lot of trouble. It was no trouble, he said. As it happened, there's a man here who is wearing a brown suit, and his widow felt the blue suit would be better. He's about your husband's size, so we gave him the blue suit, and your husband the brown one. Even so, she said, changing all those clothes was a big job. Not really, said the undertaker. All we did was exchange their heads. God damn. I'm sorry. Oh, God. Oh, dear God. Ba-dum-bum. Hi, Joy. Joy. Yeah, guess who's here, Joy? He's here. Hasn't gone off yet. Oh, what says Adorable says one more thing. I've heard of your book. Yeah, we mailed it to Canada. I have to. Yes, Adorable, Deplorable. We'll have to find out how that works as far as the shipping to Canada. I know international prices to Europe are a lot more expensive, but to Canada it shouldn't be more than like $10 possibly. The spirits enjoying the story time. I certainly hope so. The book used to scare me when I was a kid. Oh yeah, I can imagine Ghost Rhymes. It's like I said, when I got to the end of that, it's like going, oh God, I forgot that's how they made that story go. Not so can't stay on, but wanted to jump. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Joy. Joy, give me a call tomorrow because OC Ghosts and Legends events, they're looking to cancel Friday and Saturday night's event because they can't get anybody to go. So, hi, Jeremy. Local historic. I like the bone in the cemetery. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Molly Brown from the Titanic, her crazy. Oh, the unsinkable Molly Brown, of course. Yeah, she was a force to be reckoned with, obviously. That's pretty funny. Change the heads. Oh, really? How lovely. Oh, literally, we just changed the The cat's out to lunch. Now we just read that. That was a good one. I like that. Ooh, this one gives me chills just from the title. The stories leave you with it. Yes, they do. Absolutely, Ren. They absolutely do. Jill, I don't know what's going on Friday and Saturday. Thursday night, because I don't have anything planned, I was looking for one of my social media influencer friends to come here and do a live stream from the house. I thought that would be classic. I'm going to try to get in touch and see what somebody says. By the way, are you guys familiar with LA in a Minute? He's on Twitter. I reached out to him today because I saw he was doing something about Halloween and this location. Oh, that's right. He was doing the Cecil Hotel. And I said, got to reach out to him. I love his work. So I reached out to him. He reached back, responded, and I'm gonna send him an email about coming up here to check out the house to do a show here. What do we got? Will and my sister rock drummers forever. David, good morning. Hope you're doing fun. Thank you, Will. I'm very thankful. Thanks for tuning in. Thursday will be great. Hi, Ina. All right, let me read the church. There was a fellow named Larry Berger who wasn't afraid of anybody alive, but anybody who was dead scared the wits out of him. One night, Larry was driving in the country in his old Jeep when he got caught in a bad thunderstorm. The rain was coming down in sheets. Since his Jeep didn't have a top, Larry started looking for a place to take shelter. But at the first place he came, he didn't even slow down. It was an old, desecrated, deserted cabin, probably as dry as a bone inside. But Larry knew for a fact that it was haunted, and he wasn't going to stay there. A few miles farther, he came to an old abandoned church standing all alone in a field. It hadn't been used in years. All the window glass was gone, but it still had sections of the roof intact. So Larry parked his Jeep and ran inside. It was dark as could be in there. Larry groped around until he found a pew and sat down. It was nice and dry, just as he thought it would be just as he thought it would be. And he stretched out his legs and made himself comfortable. Suddenly there was a big flash bang of lightning, and Larry saw that he wasn't alone. He wasn't the only one in the church. There were people sitting in almost every pew. They had all their heads blown off, and they were praying, and they all were dressed in white. These must be ghosts sitting in their shrouds, Larry thought. They must have come from some graveyard to get dry. Larry jumped up and ran down the aisle as fast as he could. He ran smack into one of the ghosts, and the ghosts went, "Bah!" Okay, what you make of this? I need to know. I don't do well with ghosts, and I really don't know what the hell you're trying to do. You see that? It turned itself off. I need to know what the hell is going on here. I read a story and these sons of bitches reacting and taking the lightning. Ding, 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 ding. What the hell is that all about, man? Come on. What's with you? And how come you don't go off? And you don't ring? And you don't make a stinky sound? But this one was kooky. Now the dog's getting up and walking the fuck out. Saying, I'm done with this. Look at him. He's tiptoeing. Gives me a look like, what the hell are you doing here, you son of a bitch? You're conjuring. And there he goes out the room. That's unbelievable. The caretaker in the guest house while it was going on was Sharon taping hands and Patrick. Actually, she said she went to the guest house. Yeah, she tried to get in, but the door was locked, and then she just walked away. That's true. That is a cool story. I like that. The ghosts are laughing at him. Hi, Sandy. Reggie, what is with you? He said, Tushy, dog, Tushy. No, Ray, go back. Don't. What's with you? If you guys can only see the looks, he's like looking at me going, the hell do you think's with me? There are ghosts here, dude. There are ghosts here, dude. Dude. Now he's standing there literally. I can't describe him on a medium like this. Look what the hell he is. And he's not that well trained, so don't give yourselves any ideas that I trained him to do any of that shit. That is not true. He has never been trained, and that's, whoa, that was me hitting my camera here. But no, he's never been trained to the point where he's been, trained to do tricks or anything like that. That's him doing something. You see that? No, Jill, it's not, oh, poor baby. What's, oh, poor baby, what? He's looking something. Yeah, he's looking for that. He's looking for that guy's bone. Exactly, Ren. I don't know what to make of it. Yeah, Sandy, you just hit the jackpot. Sandy wins the lottery. Sandy wins the lottery. Sandy wins the lottery. You're right, Sandy. That's what it is. There's something here, and he's reacting accordingly to it. Yeah, I'm going to put this back to there. So I can sit the hell down and we can do some more readings since it is Halloweeny. Like I said, guys, OC Ghosts and Legends, Friday and Saturday night after Halloween. Halloween's on a Thursday night, which sucks. Can you imagine Halloween on a Thursday night? It's like, yeah, let's go to a party on Thursday night. What about work? It's like, oh, well, like I said, the 1st of November and the 2nd of November, OC Ghosts and Legends. The link's in the gosh darn description. Go check it out. Yeah, no sweat. It's only 4 days away, so Samantha's, she's past. This cat is so chill, it's not funny. This cat is so chill. I can take my shop vac out and vacuum, and she's like, okay, Dad. She doesn't disturb her in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, but I don't know the names of 1,000 different ghosts, and even if I did, you think I'd be able to remember them? Come on, I have enough difficulty with the friends I meet at parties and stuff. Going, the name is Jeff. Oh, Robert. I say no, it's Jeff. All right, it's enough of that. I'm here to. Merlino, how are you? We need to talk, Merlino. I need to get the Geistron book up on Amazon. In any event, we'll talk. I'll call you tomorrow. Let's find another story for Halloween. The Last Laugh. These stories are scary and funny. Ooh, how nice. We just read that. The church, we read the church, we read the bad news, we read the cemetery suit. I read the brown suit. I read Baroom. Thumpty Thump. Oh, fuck, it's the last one. It's going to be good. It'll be better, have it funny, and not be scary, but whatever. You're scared? Merlino, you in? Merlino, who do you know that wants to go ghost hunting on Friday or Saturday night here? I've got OC Ghosts and Legends trying to get them to get their event, help them along since they don't have many tickets sold and they need to have some tickets sold. I don't think, he could have, honestly, I don't care what he does. I think he's, whatever. I'm not interested in wasting my breath on a dead man talking. I would love to go ghost hunting with you guys. It's awesome. Well, Ghost Gruns, like I said, OC Ghosts and Legends is great. They've been here many a time. Oh, let me not lean on that so that doesn't go off. But they've been here a few times and they've had lots of crazy shit happen. And as a matter of fact, when they were here last, I think it's almost been about a year now, in December. And of course, we didn't have the cameras working. And they did an event, and it was about midnight, 12:30. They were wrapping up their event, and there were people sitting at the dining room table facing in, and they were doing their closing, I guess, speech at the fireplace. That was me, and all of a sudden, I'm like on the other side of the table facing them, doing their just wrap up. And the women behind me, the three who were sitting there looking, said a can of Dr. Pepper that was half full went sliding across the table, went like this, then like this, then like this. And in that, I'm not just saying just like this. I mean, it went 7 inches, up 5 inches, and then across another 7 inches. And they were like tripping balls. And the worst part was, I didn't have the cameras working at the time. So we didn't get it on video. And that's the second time in 22 years that anything like that has happened on that table with, so far as an object sliding across a distance. Bought the house. I heard Zach Baggins bought the house. One of Sharon Tate's house doors was in police. No, that door was never in police evidence. The front door, it was the front door. And if it was him, it was an auction at, I forgot the name of the auctioneer. My friend and Callie and I are hoping you have an event we can go. Well, Foggy, like I said, they don't, like I said, the people that do the events here, these companies only advertise like less than a month out. So that's what they do, unfortunately. It was La Bianca House, Foggy Morning, but the not tomorrow's. No, they remodeled the La Bianca house. That I've heard about. They kept the house. They just remodeled it extensively. Oh, you're in Texas. All right, yeah. I'm in Austin. I'm in Austin, not LA. All right, Ren. Yes, that's Samantha, the cat. You remember Sam. Yeah. Turn around this way, though. Do you want me to turn you around this way? Come on, I'll turn you around this way. Now you're facing the camera. put this right over here. Yeah, that's Samantha. All right, so as I was reading this, this is called the Thumpty Thump. When we moved to Schenectady from Schoharie, we rented a house awful cheap because it was spooked and nobody would live in it. But we didn't care because we didn't take no stock in spooks. We had just gone to bed the first night, tied the dog. First night, dog tired from riding in a wagon all day. We hadn't the time to shut our eyes when we heard thumpty thump, coming down the attic stairs. I covered my head with a blanket, but I couldn't shout the sound. I couldn't shut out the sound. Thumpty thump, thumpty thump. It went. I could hear it plain as day. Past the bedroom door, thumpty thump, and down the stairs, thumpty thump, and through the kitchen, thumpty thump, and down to the cellar stairs, thumpty thump, making the most awful racket you ever heard. It was more than I could stand, so we followed the sound to see what it was going on. When we got down the cellar stairs, we saw it was a chair, and it had made all of us this racket. There it was, and one leg was pointing in one place on the dirt floor. We stood and we gawked, till my brother's leg said he believed that the chair was trying to tell us something about the place, and it was pointing at. So it was like so he and I got a shovel and started digging. He didn't have to dig far before his shovel struck something hard. Pretty soon we could see the edge of the box sticking out. We all hollered for him to hurry up and uncover the rest of it. And the chair, it got so excited it jumped up and down like it had gone plumb crazy. When he got the box uncovered, Pop and the boys pried open the lid. And there was the body of an old man, all smooshed with blood. It was as plain as the nose on your face that he had been murdered, and the chair wanted folks to know about it. Right then and there, we decided to leave. Being strangers, everybody would think we all had murdered him and come up there to hide the body. It didn't take us long to fill up the hole and get the hell out of that house. The chair was awful mad about our leaving, and it went to the cellar stairs, thumpty thump, louder. And then we had heard it before as it had gone down, when the thumpty thumped up the next set of stairs, and the louder till still, when it got back up into the attic and thumpty thumped so loud, we had thought that it would thumpty thump the plastering down on our heads. Nobody asked us why we were moving out so soon, because nobody ever stayed more than one night in that place, and most not that long. But I can tell you that we were thankful to get to Schoharie, where the chair stays there, to stay where they're put, and they don't go raring and ramping, scaring folks, and neither their wits pointing out the murderous goodness, who knows what. Well, let's see what you wrote. Wren, is it in the Rolling Stones in the concert in Zilker Park? Back. Oh, Foggy Morning. That's the funny about naming the cat 8-Ball. 8-Ball. I wish I could put it next to your comments. Awesome. 79. Black cat with the white spot. It's just I also have another black cat, 8-Ball. How cute. Yeah, she's a chill cat. Very chill. Ellie. I bet Ellie's a cute kitty. I saw something funny. What was it? Goes, what scares? He goes, it's an emoji. It's got what's his face? It from the clown from It, and it's got Hannibal Lecter. And you see the clown says, "Are you scared of me?" And then the clown says, no, I'm not. He goes, I don't like clowns. And he goes, so you're scared of me? He goes, no, they taste funny. And then you look at the it characters like, it's like, holy shit, you eat clowns. Great, I'm out of here. Ooh, those are some. Ooh. This could be good. This is called A Ghost in the Mirror. This is a scary game that young people sometimes play, trying to conjure up a ghost in the bathroom mirror. Many don't really believe that the ghost is going to appear, but they try hard to raise one anyway, for fun and all. Some are willing to settle on any ghost, but others, they have a particular interest in the spirit they want to become. Oh, God. Of these ghosts, one named Mary Worth, who is also known as Mary Jane and as Bloody Mary. She is a heroine of an old comic strip, but some say she actually was a witch who was hanged in the infamous witch trials of Salem in Massachusetts in 1692. Another of these ghosts is La Lorna. I didn't know that La Lorna goes back 40 years because this book is that old, so this has nothing to do with the movie. Mind you, this predates the movie. The weeping woman who wanders the streets of cities and towns from Texas to California and throughout Mexico looking for her lost child. Still another is Mary Wales, a young woman who is supposed to have been killed in a car accident in Indianapolis, Indiana, about 1965. Her ghost is one of the vanishing hitchhikers. It is said again and again she thumbs a ride home in a passing car, then vanishes before she gets there. Here's how ghost hunters try to raise a ghost. They find a quiet bathroom, close the door, and turn off the lights. 2. When they stare at the face in the mirror, they repeat the ghost's name, usually 47 times or 100 times. If any ghost will do, they say any ghost in place of a name. If they do manage to raise one, its face will slowly replace theirs in the mirror. Some say a ghost is likely to be angry at being disturbed. If it gets angry enough, they say it will try to shatter the mirror and come right into the room. But a player can always turn on the lights and send the ghost back to where it came from. And when it happens, the game is over. Woo! Some good shit there, huh, kids? Well, what do you know? It's 11:48. What do we got going here, kids? Ellie is great. Everyone bless. Say, take care, Audra. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Bye, Audra. Yes, I think we said that. It's awful quiet tonight. With the spirits, yeah, I mean, outside of the thing that this was doing, it hasn't done that since Richard the Beast. Hi, Richard. Excuse me. Here's the last one for the night. Then we're going to wrap this puppy up. Why? Because I've been on for 53 minutes. My God. The cat in the shopping bag. Mrs. Briggs was driving to the shopping mall to do some last-minute Christmas shopping when she accidentally ran over a cat. She could not bear to leave the corpse on the road for other cars to hit and squish. So she stopped, wrapped the cat in some tissue paper with her, and put it in an old shopping bag in the back seat. She would bury it in the backyard when she got home. At the mall, she parked her car and began walking to one of the stores. She had taken only a few steps when, out of the corner of her eye, she saw a woman reach into the open window of her car and take the shopping bag with a dead cat. Then the woman quickly got into a car nearby and drove away. Mrs. Briggs ran back to her car and followed the woman. She caught up with her in the at a diner down the road. She followed her inside and watched the woman slide into a booth and give the waitress her order. The woman sat sipping her soda and reached into Mrs. Briggs' shopping bag. Then she bent down and looked inside. A look of horror crossed her face. She screamed and fainted. The waitress called an ambulance. 2 attendants carried the woman out on a stretcher, but they left the shopping bag behind. Mrs. Briggs picked up the bag and ran after them. This is her! This is her, she called. It's her Christmas present. She wouldn't want to say this, to read this with a straight face is hysterical. It's her Christmas present. She wouldn't want to lose it. Some of these stories have nothing to do with the paranormal. We're just kind of like, oh God. I mean, honestly, some of these are great. I'm not going to say it, but I just. The man in the middle. All right, so I lied. So I'm going to read another one, okay? It was almost midnight. Sally Truitt had just gotten off on the subway train at 5th Street and was visiting her mother. Don't worry, Sally told herself. Don't worry, Sally. Don't worry, Sally. Don't worry, Sally, she told herself. The subway is safe. There's always a policeman on duty. But this night she didn't see anyone. Except for her, the subway car was empty. At 42nd Street, 3 tough-looking men got on. 2 of them were holding up the third, who looked drunk. His head rolled from side to side, and his legs refused to work. When they got him seated between them, his head came to rest on one of their shoulders. Sally thought he was staring at her. She buried her head in the book and tried not to notice. At 28th Street, one of the men stood up. "Take it easy, Jim," he said to the man in the middle as he got up. 23rd Street, Jim. The other friend stood up. "You'll be fine," he said, and they got off. Now there was only one left in the car with Jim and Sally. Just then the train went around a sharp curve and Jim pitched over on the floor at Sally's feet. When she looked down at him, she saw a trickle of blood on the side of his head and just above a bullet hole. Ooh, boy. All right, one more, because I just feel so in let's see, this one, Yikes. Yeah, Yikes is right. Yeah, Richard, this book is nuts. It's not ghostly, it's sickening. The cat in the bag was great. I love that. I thought that was crazy. I'm getting chills. I just peed my pants. Melina, you're funny. The title of this next one is Oh, Susanna. Susanna and Jane shared a small apartment near the university where they were students. When Susanna got back from the library one night, the lights were out and Jane was asleep. Susanna undressed in the dark and quietly got into bed. She had almost fallen asleep when she heard someone humming the tune of the song, Oh, Susanna. Jane said, "Oh, please stop humming. I want to get some sleep." Jane didn't answer, but the humming stopped, and Susanna fell asleep. She wakened early the next morning, too early, she decided, and she tried to get back to sleep when she heard the humming again. "Please go back to sleep," she told Jane. "It's too early to get up." Jane didn't answer, but the humming continued. Susanna became angry. "Cut it out," she said. "It's not funny." When humming still did not stop, she lost her temper. She jumped up out of bed and pulled the covers off of Jane and screamed. Jane's head was gone. Somebody cut it off her head. I'm having nightmares. I'm having a nightmare, Susanna told herself. When I wake up, everything will be all right. No way. That's the. Okay. Okay, that's the end of the series. I'm having a nightmare, Susanna told herself. When I wake up, everything will be all right. Dot, dot, dot. Ah, that's enough. I love reading the book. It's a good book. It's great material. I miss one of the stories I have to rewatch. Just a few stories already. All right, Ghost Grimes and everybody out there, I'm going to check out and turn into this evening. And again, if you guys want to do yourself a favor, get yourself a copy of my book, Ghosts of Cielo Drive, available at ghostsofcielodrive.com. And I will sign for you and I will, send it to you as well. And again, see about sending this out to your friends about OC Ghosts and Legends at OC, and this is all spelled out, OC Ghosts, AND Legends, LEGENDS.com, Oman House, OCGhostsandLegends.com /Oman House, Oman House, for Friday and Saturday nights. See if they have any interest, if your friends would like to go and go ghost hunting the night after Halloween, since Halloween's on Thursday night. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Annie and Sarah, you guys have a good night. And again, the link to get the tickets to go to the event is right there in the box in the contents. So I got to get the hell out of here. I'm exhausted. Again, I'm sure I'll be on Thursday night for Halloween live here from the house. And happy Halloweens, kids. I hope you enjoy the evening. Thanks again.